Hello Spartans, my name is Ryan Quarnstrom, class of 2015 at Smet. I'm here now in the seminary in Shrewsbury, Missouri, in my 7th year of seminary, preparing, God willing, to be ordained a deacon this upcoming May for the Archdiocese of St. Louis. I wanted to talk to you for 3-minute theology today about the sacraments. I'm standing here now in what we at the seminary call the Sacramental Practice Lab. It's the place where we seminarians practice the sacraments before we're ordained priests, celebrating Mass, witnessing marriages, baptizing babies, etc. A good definition of a sacrament has 3 parts. A sacrament is an outward sign of an invisible reality, instituted by Christ and entrusted to his church to give grace efficaciously. Sacraments give grace to our souls. Grace is just God's own divine life poured forth into our souls so that we are made more like him and capable of entering heaven and spending eternity with him. And the logic of the sacraments is this: we human creatures are composites of body and soul. And so in the sacraments, God uses matter, physical, sensible, tangible realities, think bread and wine, water and oil, etc., and the form, the words spoken by the minister of the sacrament that give meaning to those sensible things we see with our eyes. Think about baptism, for example. We see someone being washed with water, which affects and is a sign for us of the interior spiritual reality of that person's soul being cleansed from all sin, original and personal, and that person being adopted as a son or daughter of God. Second, the sacraments are instituted by Christ and entrusted to his church. Jesus, throughout the course of his earthly ministry, institutes a sacramental system of 7 sacraments, either explicitly or implicitly. And then because he can't be with us after his ascension in the same mode, he leaves us in authority. He entrusts that whole sacramental system to the church so that they can dispense the sacramental mysteries throughout the ages, which we are all recipients of today. And in the Old Covenant, God the Father chose the 12 sons of Jacob to be the 12 tribes of Israel. The Israelite nation was God's chosen people. So too in the New Covenant, Jesus chooses 12 apostles, which he builds his church on. Those 12 apostles are the foundation of the church that he then sends out to the 4 corners of the world to spread the good news, right? That all people receive salvation through Jesus Christ and through his death on the cross. Third, sacraments communicate grace to us efficaciously. Efficaciously just means effectively. We say in Latin, the sacraments communicate grace ex opere operato, which just means from the work having been worked. By the very fact that a validly ordained priest with the right intention to do what the church does speaks the correct words with the correct matter, that a sacrament takes place and is effective. And we, so long as we're properly disposed to receive that sacrament, are capable of growing in grace and growing in God's own divine life interiorly, which we need to be saved and to enter heaven and spend eternity with him. So a sacrament, an outward sign of an invisible reality, instituted by Christ and entrusted to his church to give grace efficaciously. Thanks, guys. My prayers are with you.